When I look at a script, it's a skeleton of what's actually going to be performed on stage. So any theater person who's thinking about performing or producing a script is looking at what the dramatic action of the play is going to be. The dramatic action is the series of events that people go through in order to get what they need in a play. So let's take Booth in TopDog, Underdog. The play opens and the first thing we see is Booth there in this seedy room house with a cot and a recliner and 2 milk crates and some cards. And we know immediately that he's playing 3-card Monte. Anyone who knows what 3-card Monte is immediately knows that this guy is someone we might not want to trust. It's a con game. We don't know why he's practicing it. His main goal right now is to learn 3-card Monte, but we don't know why. Then Lincoln walks in, his brother, who is dressed as Abraham Lincoln with white face and a top hat, and the next thing we know, he turns around and pulls a gun on him. Well, several things are addressed here. First of all, we know that Booth is willing to kill people. So it's a little harder now. Booth's a little more dangerous than we gave him credit for in the beginning. Secondly, Lincoln, his brother, remains unfazed. We know he's going to shoot him eventually. We just don't know when or why, right? Because it's Booth and Lincoln. So suddenly, Susan Laurie Parks has set up a situation of 2 strange brothers in strange situations with some kind of objective, some kind of goal. Okay, so Lincoln arrives and they talk. And we now understand what the in order to is for Booth. He wants to learn how to play 3-card Monte, master 3-card Monte. It's absolutely essential that he master 3-card Monte in order to get Grace, is the first thing we learn. He's in love with this girl, Grace, and somehow we make a connection that if he plays 3-card Monte well, he's going to get Grace. So how is he going to get Lincoln to help him learn 3-card Monte? He goes through several different tactics, and you have a goal, an obstacle, and then a way to get around the obstacle. And however that is determines the character and how they go about getting what they want. The first thing he does is pretend to practice in secret. Of course, Lincoln can see what he's doing and hear what he's doing, but this way, if he does it in secret, Lincoln can try to throw him a few pointers as his big brother. So that's his first hope. Kind of lay it out there and see if Lincoln will give him a few pointers. Lincoln sort of declines right away on that. He can see that he's getting baited into the situation. So his first tactic is sort of to bait. So the next thing he does is try to make it so that Lincoln can be his partner, that they're going to do this 3-card Monte thing together. And this is going to be great for Lincoln. This is where we find out that Lincoln used to do this professionally, does not do it anymore because his friend died. And so there is a no. Absolutely no. We now learn something about Lincoln and why his obstacle is so big. The next thing the Booth does is he brings up Grace. And he explains to him, this is for my soon-to-be wife. If you help me learn this, then Grace is going to marry me, and I'm going to have everything I need. Link, of course, again declines. Then Booth uses visualization. He says, you got to picture it. Picture you and me on the street. Picture the fame. He makes him like a demigod. You're going to be the god dealer. You are going to make it famous. You're going to be very, very financially wealthy again. This is for you. This isn't even for me. Again, Lincoln's like, no, man, I already did this. I'm not going to do this. And then the last thing that Booth says is, basically, do it for Mom. When our mom left us, she gave me money. She said, I need to take care of you. You're my older brother. You should be taking care of me. Lincoln again declines. Anyway, so then we see that the arc of their relationship, how Booth goes about getting what he wants, and what the dramatic action is basically going to be within the play. It is because of these reasons why Susan Laurie Parks won the Pulitzer Prize for Drama over this play. Not only does she address very important themes throughout her play and very important ideas that people need to share as a society, but her dramatic action, her dramatic structure is so sound, so solid, and so minimalistic so early on. These are desperate people needing desperate things from each other, and they're willing to try anything. And that is what's dramatic about this play, and that's why theater people love this play. And it's also the reason why I'm very excited to be teaching the Common Reading course in it over the summer. I'm going to be teaching TopDog, Underdog.